Hello there, my beautiful friends. This is Brenda with Brenda's Thrifted Decor and DIY, where it is my daily goal to foster an environment here on my channel that exudes positive, happy, and joyous vibes. So, hey, if you're looking for that type of environment, you have come to the right place. I have transitioned from my kitchen over into my family room. I decided that I wanted to kind of sit here for a few minutes and relax. As you can see, I have my knee all wrapped up. For you that are new to my channel, I am going through some issues with my knee with arthritis. It's been going on now for about 4 months. It was a whole lot worse than what it is now because I did get a steroid shot to help me with the pain. I'm still a long ways out of the woods. I have a lot of stuff still going on with it. My doctor went ahead and recommended physical therapy. I will start that on today. Today will be my first appointment with a physical therapist. And I'm excited about it because it's a long time coming. So hopefully, with the physical therapy, I can get a lot of my movement and mobility back and get back to normal. But before I leave for my appointment, I want to share with you some work that I have had done in my garage. I've had a lot, there was a lot of stuff that I had to have been hauled off. And it took me a while to get to it. I finally found somebody with the reasonable price, and he came on yesterday. He cleared the stuff out. It wasn't like a whole lot, but it was enough to aggravate the daylights out of me. I need that space in my garage. So we got that done on yesterday. I went ahead and I cleaned out the garage as far as sweeping and blowing the floor, cobwebs, and all that stuff. So up next, I'm going to go ahead and share with you yesterday's work in my garage and moving stuff out of my backyard. So let me go ahead and do that first, and then once that is done, then I will be back with you to complete this video for today. The umbrella.
And the umbrella.
Now, what's the deal with the paint cans? Would they take paint cans?
Or they dry.
Oh yeah.
If they dry, you can take it. As long as it's not shaking.
Now those have been down there now. If it's shaking, it's just water.
Right.
Because they've been down there now for about a couple of years.
That's good with.
excited to have all of that junk out of my garage. Now I can get busy cleaning and sweeping, getting it in some more order. Now that I have all of that junk gone, I can get busy trying to work some on my back porch. As you can see, I have all of my furniture, outdoor furniture, turned down because we've been getting a lot of rain. So now that I have things kind of cleaned up, I'm going to let the furniture stay down for a while because we're still getting a lot of rain. I may not even be able to turn it back up this particular year. Maybe in the fall when it's not as hot and we're not getting as many storms. But, you know, that's an accomplishment. Thank God Almighty that all of that junk is gone. Yes, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. I am so excited to finally have my garage cleared out. See this spot over here? All of this was stuff that needed to be hauled off. And I am just so glad that I was finally able to get that done. Now what I'm going to do is I need to get my blower and just blow the floor off. So this side over here is where I park my car. And this is the side over here where I store stuff that I have to store. So my goal is not to let it get congested in here again. I do have a problem with, Georgia has what they call water bugs, and they come out of wooded areas. So I have a problem certain times of the year with water bugs, and they're those big old bugs that look like cockroaches, but they're not cockroaches. They're just, and they're not, they don't breed or anything like that. It's just that once they get in your house, they literally come in from the outside. And once they get in your garage, and that's usually how they come in, then they creep into your home. So I have to make sure from this time forward that and usually when you have a lot of stuff in your garage, give them hiding places, but then that's when they come in and get comfortable, when they find nice warm places to warm up to. But like I said, right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my blower and start trying to blow some of this trash off the floor. I live in a HOA community, and so we have HOA guidelines and rules. And one of the rules is that we cannot leave our dumpsters, our garbage dumpsters, on the outside visible. They have to be kept inside our garage or in the back if you have a closed-in area that you can put it in there, but even on your back, you're not supposed to, in your backyard, I can't even push it back there. I have to have it somewhere out of visibility. I love what my HOA does, but sometimes it can get pretty aggravating. live in a HOA community. And what do you think about your HOA? One thing I do, the plus that I do like about my homeowners association is that I have to give it to them. They do take care of the community. They make sure the roads are in good shape. They make sure that everyone is in compliance. We have certain, like if you want to paint your house, your shutters, anything, your front door, anything that's on the outside, the exterior, you have to get it approved by the homeowners association because they only have certain colors that we're allowed to use. No big bold colors like orange, purple, yellow. You have to adhere to their approved colors, and before you even paint anything outside, you have to get it approved in writing. And if you go ahead and do it anyway, they will make you undo it, or they will fine you every day that you don't undo it. Every day that you're out of compliance, you will be fined. We have to keep our yards up a certain, no weeds and all that kinds of stuff. Certain type of mailboxes. And like I said, sometimes it can be aggravating, but then at the same time, it keeps the community in uniformity, and it puts everybody on notice that you gotta take care of your property. And that's one thing, and I think our money goes very well to making sure that our whole community is in tip-top shape. And for that, I do like it now. Like I said, the cons is the fact that it's my property, I'm paying for it, I'm paying the mortgage every month, but when it comes to certain things, I have to get their permission to do to my property. When you move into an HOA community, they tell you the guidelines up front, so you have a choice. Even when you're buying and looking at a prospective house, you can look at their guidelines and see what they allow and don't allow, and then that will help you make your decision as to whether or not you want to purchase that home in that community. So, but I pretty much just kind of blew things out for now. I still have a lot of work in here to do, but for now, I'm just grateful and thankful that it's cleared out with all of the junk that was in here. Just stuff in my backyard. So grateful now that I can kind of do some things back there. But anyway, that's pretty much it for the garage. So just hang tight and I'll be back with you, okay? By the way, I need you all's suggestions. A lot of you give me a lot of good suggestions, and I implement a lot of stuff that you help me with and the ideas that you give me. My garage is full of, I have spider web problem in my garage. Spiders and the spider webs can get so ugly. Someone had made some suggestions a while back when I was doing my last video in my garage about some stuff that I can use, some solution to help combat the spiders and spider webs. If you know of anything, you have any suggestions, please just throw it to me down in the comment section. I welcome all suggestions, and trust me, at this point now, I'm going to use whatever suggestions that you all have to help me get rid of these spider webs and spiders, to control them in my garage. So y'all help me out and just shoot me something down in the comment section that you know, even if you know of something that I can go to Home Depot to get, or if there's some home kind of recipe or remedy that I can put together to even like spray around the walls. Just let me know what works, you all. Please, I need your help. creeping up on about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I have already been up and at it. You saw my work that I did in my garage and how on yesterday I had some stuff hauled off. Yes, I am so happy. Lord, it felt good to get that stuff out of my garage. Woo, I feel now that I can move on, y'all. And, I had to kind of sweep out and get rid of some cobwebs that was on the walls and on the round floor. But I did ask this question, and I still am asking the question that if you have any ideas about or suggestions about how I can combat those spiders and spider webs in my garage, put it down in the comment section. I am looking for some solutions. Yes, I am. I'm getting ready to make my lunch because I just got back from my first physical therapy appointment. I was going to film some while I was on my way, but I was trying to hurry and, not be late. I kind of found out today that a lot of the issues that I have is not so much necessarily in my knee. My knee is the one that's getting the brunt of what's going on in my hip. So I was told by the physical therapist on today that a lot of my issues that I'm having is actually in my hips. It's radiating down to the inward part. Let me get back to the inside part of my knee. And that's where a lot of the pain and suffering that I have been going through is because of what's going on in my hips. So they're going to work on my lower back, my hips, my knees, all the way down to my ankles. So I am looking forward to that, you all. I am. And I have to go twice a week. Thank God it's covered by my insurance. I'm so happy for that. So I'm looking forward to it. I am looking forward to my body getting better and being better so that I can do the things that I am accustomed to doing and getting back to. She said that, even once I kind of get my body kind of, back in shape, that I may be able to go back to wearing like a small heel. But she did suggest, though, right for now, that if I can find a nice wedge heel that I can wear, that it won't put as much pressure on my back as like a stiletto or a skinny heel, but she's highly recommended the wedge heel. So anyway, what I'm getting ready to do right now, you all, like I said, is I'm gonna make up some lunch. Actually, let me show you what I'm gonna have for lunch. I had 2 slices of leftover pizza. I went ahead and added some extra spinach on top of it and just a little bit more mozzarella cheese. And I'm heating it up in my air fryer. This is going to be very tasty today. And I'm also going to be doing a salad. I went ahead and got some of the salad in the bag from Publix. It's called American Salad Blend. It has iceberg lettuce, romaine lettuce, carrots, red cabbage, and radishes. And of course I have my cucumber. Got my Doritos. I don't know which one I'm gonna do with my pizza, but I think it's either, I have Cool Ranch and I have the regular nacho cheese. I am gonna go ahead and make my lunch. It's almost time for me to pick up my granddaughter from school. think that that is pretty much going to wrap up this video for today. And oh, let me talk to you 1 minute about the chairs, you all, that's in my formal dining room. It was unanimous that most everyone thought that me leaving them in the former dining room would be best for the chairs. However, I have not yet come up with a final color. I've gotten a lot of suggestions from you. I'm listening to you. And I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready to take the chairs to my friend so she can take the cushions off and start working on the cushions. So I have not even come up. I got to look at the fabric. She's an interior decorator, designer. She stays extremely busy, so she's going to be working me in. So I got to be patient because I know how busy she is, but I know that she is wonderful at what she does. Also, my son, I'll tell you how lazy that I'm going to be with those. I love painting and I love doing my own DIY stuff, but for some reason with these chairs, I want the paint to be perfect. I have a tendency sometimes to overpaint, and my paint doesn't always come out to look smooth and, you know, nicely even. But my son, he masters the spray painting because he's got the spray painting gun or whatever you want to call it, and he does such a wonderful job when he spray paints. So I told him, I said, I'm gonna, once my friend take the cushions off, I'm gonna take the bare chairs to him and let him spray paint them for me once I come up with a color, because for some reason, I just want these chairs to look brand new. I really do. So it's still DIY, but I'm getting some help with them. I'm going to cheat a little bit and get some help. But anyway, you all, that is pretty much it for today. If you enjoyed this little short video once again on today, give me a thumbs up. Leave your comments. Please, please, please help me out with those spiderweb things. And leave your comments down below. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. And all of you all that recently subscribed, you know, hey, look, I always appreciate my subscribers. I really do. Hey, y'all stick with me because, as I said, I'm here to foster some happiness and joy, encouragement, inspiration, and I'm here to help give you hope. We ain't going to be trying to drag nobody down. No negativity on this channel, you all. We're going to keep this thing pumped up because there's too much going on in the world for us to get on here and have some stuff going on. So let's just be happy and kind and nice. All right, y'all. I'll talk to y'all again tomorrow on Friday, okay?